Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back to my 50th birthday countdown celebration. 2 weeks to go. Madness. If anyone asks me how I'm feeling right now, I really wouldn't know what to say. But yes, it feels a bit like a daily celebration as I approach my 50th birthday. So definitely great times. Again, thank you so much to all those who've been reaching out privately for all your kind messages, kind words. It really means a lot to me, but it's always very interesting to find out what's going on at your end, or what it is you feel that you learned through the years, and then you feel so comfortable to share with me. I truly love that, and I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you. My new book, Living Big, will come out hopefully this month at some point. So fingers crossed. The cover is been amended. There's been a few hiccups with that, but let's not get discouraged. It's all part of the plan, and so yes, fingers crossed. My new book, my new little child, creative child, will join us very soon. And so, without much further ado, here again, 10 of the things I've learned through the years, and let's have a look what we got this week. And by the way, happy August, happy new month. Yes, my birthday month. Although I have to say, the way I am, months like October or November will be better suited to my very introvert nature. But hey, that's what happens anyway. So, some people will never change their mind about you. Wish them well and keep doing you. Yes, keep doing you. For people to change their mind about us often means having to change their role in the story, and not everybody can do or wants to do that. And so us trying to change their mind about us ultimately really is a big waste of energy and time and resources. And wish them well, let them go, do you, always and only do you, because ultimately there's only you there. So yes, that's a very important one. It took me a while to learn, actually. My younger selves will have been quite obstinate in trying to get everybody on her side, but yeah, ultimately it never quite works that way. So yes, okay. Today my eyesight is particularly bad, so okay. Talking about younger selves, do not disrespect your younger selves by reliving the same story over and over again, trying to get it right. And yes, we all do that. We have the story that we don't like. We never quite like the way it ended, and so we try and relive it over and over again, hoping that the outcome, the ending will be different, and somehow we'll end up feeling better about ourselves. But probably one of the most important things I've learned in my life was that by doing so, we disrespect that younger part of us who deserved to experience that story in that way. That was their moment. And us trying to somehow amend that same story really is disrespectful. And when I heard that word, disrespectful, it did something to my heart. In that moment, I thought, that ain't right. It's not right. That younger self, my younger self, was trying so hard with what she knew at the time. And I must respect that, and I must honor it, and I must hold space for her and for myself, for all this wisdom that's been coming to me, to us through the years. So yes, that really changed me inside. So let's not disrespect ourselves ever. Right. Grief comes to see us in stages. Befriend it, and her visit will be shorter in time. We're afraid of not feeling great, of feeling the sadness, the uncomfortable truths, acknowledging that what was and maybe is no longer, everything that makes us feel a bit, not that happy. It's scary. It's very scary. But the longer we resist, the longer grief and sadness and everything that is uncomfortable will linger. Whereas when we sit down with all these different emotions and we really ask the question, why here? Why are you here? What brings you here? What is the message you bring forth to me today? What can I learn from you? Then somehow that visit, not only we become very comfortable, we opening the door, it doesn't scare us anymore, but also it will be less frequent as we go along. And we'll recognize right away what's going on within us, and we'll hold space for that, and we'll also be able to move on more quickly than before. So it becomes very important to really hold that space, to stay where we are and just really feel that emotion rather than be so scared. Because ultimately it's all part of us. It's all life, good and bad, is all life. It's never a waste of life. We tend to think that for us to live big, and then we should be on top, feeling on top of the world all the time. And no, that's half life. Grief and happiness, it's all life. And it becomes very important to welcome them both. Okay. Always stop, and smell the flowers. Let me put my glasses on. Oh God. Okay, always stop and smell the flowers, or tickle your dog's belly. Everything else can wait. Yes. There was a day when I really was in a rush. My adorable fairy girl came to see me at the door, and there she was on her belly, and on her back, giving me a belly. And I honestly thought to myself, the day I won't have 5 seconds to tickle this dog's belly, it'll be a very sad day. The day I cannot stop and smell the jasmine on my way to the station as I'm rushing down the road, it will be a very sad day, because I love the smell of jasmine and it's vibrant and it makes me feel good. And so even when I'm in a rush, I made a point to stop and a little sniff. And same as with my dog, it becomes very important. She made the effort to come and see me at the door to say goodbye, and her way to say goodbye is to be on the back, giving me a belly. How could I just walk out that door without acknowledging her? So yes, it becomes very important to stop and prioritize what's really important. The rest can wait. Everything else really can wait. Okay. Oh, okay, yes, this is a very good one. We renew our wedding vows by standing by each other every day, no matter our flaws. People get really fancy. They want to renew their wedding vows. They want to go to very exotic, far away locations. Normally they will go by the sea, and it's all very lovely, like a fairy tale. But I always found that the way I show my husband how much I love him, how committed I am to what we've been building through the years, is by standing by him no matter what. And that is a choice I make every single day, at times even by the minute. And there's nothing fancy, it's probably not romantic, but it's my way to say, yes, I'm here, no matter what, good or bad, thick and thin, I'm here because I want to be, because I choose to be. And I could be anywhere else in the world, but it's right here that I choose to be. And so yes, let's not get fancy, let's get real, really real, because life is messy. Marriages, messy, relationships are really messy, and then at times you can come up with the nicest words, and yet, you know, there's nothing better than say, I'm here. So yes, that's a very special one. Okay. Oh, I love this. Don't turn loved ones into saints when they're gone. Accept their sins while they are still close. Yes, I've seen this time and time again. You know, the person who was a bit, you know, the hardcore one in every family. And everybody will complain about them, and you know, it was quite hard at times to watch these dynamics. And then suddenly those people are gone, they're no longer there. Whether they die or they decided to leave that dynamic. And then we start missing them, and we turn them into saints, into these perfect people. And I always found that quite unfair, quite mean, actually, quite cruel, because we bring on the table within any dynamic, any relationship, so much, you know, all of it, all what we are comes onto the table, and I found really sad that it's only when we're gone that actually people come to realize what our gift was to that dynamic, to that relationship. So yes, welcome people at their sins whilst they're still there. Right, this is a funny one. Recycling gift paper seems a cute idea until it takes up way too much space. And we all do that. We accumulate all this stuff because somehow it reminds us of something, or, you know, just in case we may need it someday, and then it just piles up and we got no space for what we actually really need. And you know, this is a funny thing to say, but really it makes you think about how we are in life, how we experience luck. You know, somehow, somewhere in our life, there's always that sense of luck. What if I need this one day? What if I won't have enough? And it could be the gift paper, like, you know, it could be something a little bit more important, like, you know, love, or all sorts of different emotions. So let's start from the very cute little things like gift paper. Let's start making space around us, trusting that what we need in the moment will come to us. We'll go and find it. It'll be there. We don't need to pile up. We don't need to hold on to things, you know, worrying that we'll go without. We'll never go without. There's always abundance of everything we need when we know how to look and how to ask for it. So yes. Right. Oh, I love this. Fireworks are way too pretty and short. Just enjoy the damn thing and put your bloody phone away. Yes, I've said it, bloody. Yes, yes. We can't be without our phones. Everything has to be recorded, and then we really miss out the moment. I love fireworks. I am a big fan, obviously, because we got a little fairy girl now. We can't really watch them anymore, and it's okay. It's a choice we made. But I truly love fireworks, and what I found is that every single time I've been to a display, most people were there with their phones up, and it's like, no, this is so short. It's such a brief time. Treasure it. Just be there and take you in. And how does it make you feel? You know, what's moving your heart? And what about all these beautiful colors? Your phone will never give you that. And so yes, it's one of the things I've really learned, because obviously being 50 means that many years ago we didn't really have phones to record everything happening around us with, you know. And so suddenly there's the opportunity to film stuff, and it's like, no, is this, you know, there's a time to put the phone away, and a fireworks display is one of those times. Okay. Yes, there is always someone, a human being in fact, behind the emails we receive. Be kind. Yes, let's be kind. We receive the email and somehow it, you know, it may upset us. The email may not quite say what we wanted to hear. You know, it's not the news we were expecting to receive. Maybe we didn't like the tone of the email, but there is a human being on the other side, and we don't know what's happening in their life on that day. We don't know the circumstances, and so here we go. We're busy replying, reacting to the email. And that's when conversations, you know, don't go well. Actually, go really sour, and so let's be careful. Let's acknowledge for a moment. Okay, what's happening? How does conversation? How does this email, this text feel? Because we often don't make time for that. We can be very reactive, but at the end of the day, we're all in the same water. We're all human beings, and we all have the crappy day, and you know, the difficult moment, or perhaps that there's a boss next to us giving us a hard time and say, you must send that email now. And yes, life is not black and white, and it can be quite complex at times. But it's good to remember that we're all human beings. Okay. Last but not last, the only car you'll ever own for the rest of your life is your body. Fill it up with good stuff. Yes, we abuse our beautiful bodies so much, either by being extremely strict, extremely rigid, or being too permissive, too indulging, even when we don't actually feel like indulging. And I've been in that situation myself, when I felt, oh, I'm not quite sure I want this biscuit, or I want this, or I want that. But, you know, I'm so used to eating it, I'll have it, who cares, it's fine, my body will be okay. And then, really, no, my body is not that okay. And so I personally went from one extreme to the other in life, and which I talk about in my book, actually. And so I had to learn how to communicate with my home. This is my home, this is my car, this is what drives me through life. It's the only thing that is ever going to come with me. And so I really had to learn how to sit down and ask the questions and listen, feel, you know. And it's been a long process. At times it's been extremely hard. There's a lot that comes with our body. There's a lot of emotions and lots of trauma. But then as you grow older, you start thinking, you know, I quite not do this anymore. The being so rigid, or the being so, I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'll try this and I'll try that. It just becomes harder and harder. So comes the moment when you really have to take responsibility and think, I don't know how long I'm going to be here for, but this is what I got, and if it goes, then, you know, I'll be screwed, really. And so yes, do treasure your body, do listen to it. Your body catches up with you in its own time. You know, we evolve as a spirit, in human form. We constantly evolve, but the body, who is a bodhideva, it belongs to nature, has its own time, so it will catch up with us and with the growth, with the level of growth we've been doing slowly. And so let's be gentle, let's hold the space. What do you need? What can I do for you today? What can I feed you? And so yes, 2 more weeks to go. From my little corner here in the city of London, with much love and grace from my heart to yours, I salute you, dear friend, and I can't wait to see you next week for the last part of my 50th birthday countdown celebration. And as always, thank you so much for being here with me. It's always fun and humbling, very humbling to see how far I've come and where I still need to look at few things. But I think that you and I can really pat ourselves on the shoulder and say, well done. And let's make a point to do that more often. Okay, cheerio guys, see you soon. Take care.